You might look at a dense reading passage about scientific theories and panic, but the PTE fill-in-the-blank section doesn't actually test your science knowledge. It tests your ability to spot structural linguistic patterns. Take this passage, which breaks down the foundational logic developed by the philosopher John Stuart Mill in 1843. This is a standard test document showing our raw challenge. We have a single paragraph containing 6 missing words, with 4 options for each blank. We are going to solve this using only the surrounding vocabulary and collocations. Instead of getting bogged down in complex jargon, we are going to scan the immediate grammatical neighborhood of each blank. These surrounding words provide the specific markers we need to identify the missing pieces. Let's look at the first blank. The sentence reads, "And was blank the method of difference?" Verbs like claimed or demanded would require a different structure, like a that clause or an extra preposition to function here. Named, however, is designed to bridge a subject directly to its title, making it the only fit for this construction. Moving down, we encounter a strict English collocation. This is a fixed phrase that always appears together. Look at the fragment, "What he blank by this." In this context, meant is the only word that completes the intended logic. Blank 3 presents a deliberate trap. The text says identical in every blank. You might see the option identity and think it fits because it shares a root word, but placing those 2 words together creates a redundant, clunky phrasing that native speakers avoid. To correctly express that 2 things are identical in every way, we need a specific idiom. The correct choice is respect, completing the phrase identical in every respect. Cautionary tone. Test creators intentionally plant these visually similar root words in the options. They are trying to catch surface-level readers who aren't checking for a tight idiomatic fit. Look at blank 4, which begins a new capitalized sentence, blank to Mill's method. An option like compared fails the logic of the text because we aren't measuring it against something else. We are introducing a rule based on his method. According fits this specific sentence start perfectly. Now let's test your internal knowledge of common English phrasing. Look at the fragment, "It is safe to blank," and the 4 options. Pause the video and lock in your answer. If you picked assume, you nailed it. Safe to assume is a highly common collocation. For the final blank, we'll use a technique called the contextual echo. We need a noun for the blank of a new factor. Look backward in the paragraph. The second sentence uses the verb introduce. That specific action points us directly to the corresponding noun option, introduction. Sentences within a well-written paragraph are deeply interconnected. They leave structural markers for each other, turning a guessing game into a predictable matching game. Looking at the bottom of our document, we can verify our correct answer key. When you plug these specific grammatical choices back in, you create a completely coherent text. Let's extract the core collocations we use today into a cheat sheet for you to memorize. Lock these in. What he meant by this, in every respect, according to, and safe to assume. And add our final rule, match nouns to prior verbs. Whenever you're stuck on a noun, scan the text backward for the action that created it. Consistently passing this exam before the timer runs out relies entirely on recognizing these recurring linguistic patterns. Once you see them, you eliminate the need for